For the first time since World War II, the United States may not control the skies in a major war. A new U.S. Air Force report is sending a clear warning. Even America's most advanced stealth bomber, the B-21 Raider, and its future sixth-generation fighter, the F-47, may not be enough to fight China. The solution being suggested is massive: double the bombers, expand the fighters, and prepare for a long, industrial-scale conflict. But what does this really mean? How much will it cost? And what should India learn from this? The Indo-Pacific has become the most heavily militarized region on Earth. Unlike past wars where the US enjoyed total air dominance, a conflict with China would be a peer-level fight, one where both sides can strike each other's bases, satellites, and supply chains. China's strategy rests on three pillars: long-range missiles to keep US forces away, dense air defenses to protect the mainland, large aircraft numbers to sustain prolonged combat. This is not about winning in the first week. This is about surviving the first 6 months. And this would not be a drone war. It would be the largest air battle in human history, with thousands of pilots, engineers, and operators under constant attack. The report argues that today's US Air Force is optimized for short wars, not a grinding, high-attrition struggle over Taiwan or the South China Sea. China today operates the largest air force in the world by aircraft numbers, with more than 2,800 combat aircraft. It already fields 5th-generation J-20 stealth fighters and is actively testing 6th-generation designs. China's strengths include massive fighter and bomber fleet, thousands of ballistic and cruise missiles, dense integrated air defense systems, hardened airbases across the mainland. China fights from home territory, with protected infrastructure and the ability to absorb heavy losses. In simple terms, the US must fly into China's fortress. China does not need to fly into America's. The United States remains the world's most technologically advanced air power. No other country combines stealth aircraft, global surveillance, satellite networks, and long-range strike at this level. But there is a problem the Pentagon cannot ignore: numbers. The US faces too few penetrating stealth aircraft, Pacific air bases exposed to missile strikes, extremely long and fragile supply lines. America still has the best aircraft, but wars are not won by excellence alone, they are won by endurance. India is not part of the Taiwan equation, but it is the third most important air power in the Indo-Pacific. India fields over 600 combat aircraft, including Su-30MKI heavy fighters, Rafale multi-role fighters, indigenous Tejas fighters. India is also developing its own 5th-generation stealth fighter, the AMCA, and expanding its drone and missile forces. India's strategic reality: unlike the US, India will fight close to home, across the Himalayas and the Indian Ocean. Key strength: geography and regional depth. Key limitation: numbers, production speed, and absence of long-range stealth strike platforms. India cannot afford a prestige air force in a mass war century. In the next great power conflict, China will rely on scale and geography, the US on technology and global reach, and India on regional dominance and defensive positioning. But modern wars are not decided by who has the best aircraft, they are decided by who can keep replacing them. The B-21 Raider is America's next-generation stealth bomber, designed specifically for wars against heavily defended opponents like China. Capabilities: extreme stealth, nuclear and conventional roles, penetrates advanced air defenses, long-range deep strike, designed for drone and AI integration, lower maintenance cost than the B-2. The B-21 is not meant to scare enemies. It is meant to operate when missiles fail and satellites are gone. The F-47 is a 6th-generation fighter intended to replace the F-22, but it is not just a fighter. Capabilities: extreme stealth, eye-assisted combat, controls loyal wingman drones, sensor fusion across the battlefield, acts as a flying command center. The F-47 is designed to think faster than the enemy, not just fly faster. Current US plans: approximately 100 B-21 bombers, approximately 185 F-47 fighters, recommended by analysts, 200 B-21 bombers, 300 F-47 fighters. In a real war, aircraft will be destroyed, damaged, grounded, and replaced. If you cannot replace them faster than you lose them, you lose the war. Estimated costs: B-21, $700 million each. Extra 100 bombers, $70 to 80 billion. F-47, $200 to 300 million each. Expansion, $25 to 35 billion. Total additional cost, $100 to 120 billion. That is the price of preparing for a peer war. Not preparing would cost far more. B-21 production underway. F-47 still in development. Realistic timeline: decisions, 2026 to 2028. Build-up, early 2030s. Full capability, late 2030s. This creates a strategic gap, a decade where ambitions exceed capabilities. Key lessons for India: 1. Numbers beat perfection. Small elite fleets collapse under attrition. 2. Domestic production is power. Wars are won in factories, not airshows. 3. Stealth plus missiles plus drones. They must operate as a single system. 4. Airbases must survive first strike. Dispersal and redundancy are not optional. 5. Plan for 2045, not 2025. Aircraft decisions today define power for 20 years. The US debate is India's warning: peer competition does not forgive delays. The B-21 and F-47 represent the future of air warfare. But the real revolution is not stealth, it is scale. In the next great power war, victory will not belong to the side with the smartest aircraft, but to the side that can keep flying when everyone else runs out. Subscribe for more defense and geopolitics analysis.